Hello, my name is Gavin and welcome to Alphachain. So you have decided to take the trader challenge. So what I'm going to do is help you get started by showing you how to access your trading platform and a platform walkthrough of MT4. So let's begin. So you'll have access to a link, and if you click on the link it will start to download your MT4 platform. Once you have your download, you just want to install this on your system. So let's get started. You'll see this pop up. So what you want to do is just click on next, and that will begin installing this platform onto your desktop. It'll take a couple of minutes and then we will continue. So once completed, you will click on the Finish tab, and it will take a couple of minutes to open. Okay, and the platform will automatically open, and what we need to do next is set up our account. So what we've done is now downloaded the MT4 Alpha Global Markets terminal. We now need to have access to our demo account, and upon completing the two-step evaluation, our live account. At the moment you can see there is no connection currently at the bottom right corner there. So let's begin. The next step is to click on File and then Open an Account. Okay. So once you've opened Open an Account, that tab under File, you'll see Trading Servers. Okay, so you'll have two trading servers that you'll have access to. You'll have Alpha Global Markets Demo and Alpha Global Markets Live. Now, you don't need to click on Live now unless you've been given access to your live funds. But once you're given access to your live funds, what will take place is you click on Next, and you'll click on Existing Trade Account, and we will provide you login and password information. Save the password, click on Finish, and there you go. You have access to your live funds. When it comes to the global demo account, let's click Next. Now there will be two choices. Either we will provide you the login details. In most cases we are going to provide you login details for the challenge. Otherwise, if you're just looking to set up a demo account for your own personal trading, you may well do. Okay, so for the account that we're going to provide you during the trader challenge, we'll give you login and password information, and then you will continue on there. So you just access that login. But what I'll do in this case is just give you an idea on how to set up a new demo account. So click on New Demo, click on Next, and then you put in your full name. Please ensure you put in your full name. Yep, so I'll put in Gavin Panu, and then put in your email. So let's do @alpha.co.uk. Put in a number. Let's create some fake number there. And when you're creating the demo account, make sure you open it to the account requested, or as this will be more of a personal account, it's your choice what type of account size you want to go ahead with. Okay, let's assume that we're going to go with a $25,000. Leverage is 1 to 100. I agree to subscribe, and then click on Next, and that's just created my demo trading account. So you've got your login information and password. Please remember, for the trader challenge, we will provide you login and password information. But if you want to almost do your own trading on your own personal demo account, by all means create your own demo account. Okay, click on Finish, and if we give that a second or two, you can see we're live now. So you can see sort of it's
incoming mail.
Yep, so it's all been set up now. Okay, so now that we're set up, what we should do is just do a quick platform walkthrough. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is just adjust the charts back into the screen. Okay, so let's begin sort of what we see here. So we have our charts. We've got 4 charts open. You've got Euro Dollar, Cable, Dollar Yen, Dollar Swiss. If you want to do full screen, you open that. If you want to minimize this, go back to sort of this range here. Okay. On the left hand side under market watch, this is your symbol list. This is the list of assets you have to trade. Below this you'll have your navigator, so this is giving you access to the terminal, Alpha Global Markets terminal, in addition to your account, your demo account or live account. A list of indicators, expert advisors and scripts. Below here you have more trade information, terminal information. Okay, so if you go to trade, you'll have your balance, running equity and free margin. This will be your exposure at any one time, and your historical trades will be under account history. The rest is up to you if you want to use this. Most traders will not use this information, so you'll just use trade, exposure and account history. Yeah, I just get rid of all this. Now, how do we bring this back up? This is, so if we just look at this tab over here, this is to create a new chart. So if you wanted to open a chart, this is if you create a profile, that's something that you can just create a specific profile of the layout you want to have on your MT4 terminal. But it will be these main tabs. These are your sort of main tabs to bring out this key information. So we have market watch, we have a data window. So if I was highlighting on any one of these candles, it's going to give me that information of the date, time, open, high, low, close, volume, and where the moving average is. Don't need that. We also have the navigator, back to sort of our account information, and then we do have the terminal. This is our terminal over here. There are other bits of information that you might want to use. So if you have some programming skills, you can use a strategy tester for automated systems. This is to open up a new trade. Okay, so do it that way. And yes, there's other tools here. So this is your meta quotes language editor, virtual server. This is for signal source, auto trading. So this is some of sort of the advanced features. Then we have the type of view that you want on your charts. You have bar charts, candle and line charts. You can zoom in and out of the charts. This allows you to arrange windows to not overlap, so when they're tiled. And then we've got a couple of tabs over here. So this is to scroll the chart at the end on tick incoming, and then we have where it just creates a bit of space of that sort of, the right edge of that window. We have a list of indicators that you can apply. Do remember you can also install indicators into this, so you can create and install custom indicators into your MT4 account. We have our time frames, which is here, but also over here, right? And then we do have templates that you want to apply to the chart. So the other one was profile. The profile is for the entire view of your MT4 platform, and this will be based on specific charts if you wanted a specific layout. So for example, if we go to cable and then let's put in Bollinger Bands, it creates a specific template that you can apply across all your assets at much faster speed than actually applying these indicators independently. And then we have some of the technical tools that you'll be applying. Okay, so some of the technical tools you would be applying, right? So we just want to focus on one chart. So let's remove some of these charts. Let's do a full screen over here. This allows you to do one-click trading. Okay, so this allows you to do one-click trading. If you are already custom with trading, you know exactly what lot size you want to get in. You want to already predefine your stop loss distance, which you can do with one-click trading, and then hit just buy and sell whenever you want to enter and your position. You can do it this way, but generally most traders would prefer a slight manual process, which is to predefine or define at the time of placing a trade where you want to place a stop loss target, and that's where you got stop loss target. You have your volume, amount of volume you want to enter, and then hit the buy or sell buttons. Yep. Now, moving on, we want to talk about the symbol list. So what I'll do is let's remove trade, navigator, let's spin this out a little. And what we're going to focus on is the symbol list. Once you've installed your platform and you've logged into your demo account, you'll have only a few assets that you can view. Now these are not all the assets you can trade. Some are not even tradable. So the first thing you want to do is just right click on this tab here and you click on show all. This will allow you to show all the assets that you can trade. Now a key point I want to stress is there are only certain assets you can trade. So if I just bring over this tab here, okay. So these are your tradable asset list. Remember, you can trade forex, commodities, and equity indices. So you have forex majors, that's from euro, dollar, cable, dollar, yen, dollar, CAD, Aussie dollar, Kiwi dollar, and dollar Swiss. And then you have forex crosses from Aussie CAD all the way up to Kiwi yen. In total, for forex cross and majors, you have 28 forex pairs you can trade. You then have equity indices, and you have DAX, UK 100, Euro Stocks, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and S&P 500. So you have 6 equity indices to trade. And then under commodities, you have gold, Brent oil, and WTI crude oil. I don't want to be looking at all of these assets if I'm only focusing on these specific assets here, right? Let's just do a full screen. There we are. Those are my 8 assets. Okay, so the quickest way to do this, as you've already opened these assets, if you just right click and go to hide all, that will only show you the assets you have open at the moment. Right? And you can just focus on these assets going forward and look at these bid and ask prices. Okay, so that is a way of how to see all or show all your assets and then hide all. Now, an important point to also mention is to right click on an asset, go to specifications. This gives you a better understanding of this contract. Okay, so we're going contract specific specification. So spread is floating. Remember, spreads widen and narrow at times of when there is greater volatility and very light volatility. Okay, so be aware of floating spreads. This shows you sort of the contract size. So this is sort of $100,000 or euro contract based on your capital, right? And you have sort of swap costs. These are sort of overnight holding costs. These are telling you when it's open and closed sessions wise. And yeah, that gives you sort of an idea of the asset that you're trading. And there you go. And that covers your symbol list. Now, moving on, we can remove the symbol list. We can add, we don't need terminal. Let's focus on our, that terminal there. I'll just bring this up a little bit. There we go. And then we'll just ensure it's tiled correctly. Let's just focus on one particular asset. We're looking at CAD yen over here. So we're looking at CAD yen on the hourly time frame. You can see sort of a strong downtrend. Okay, so strong downtrend. Let's focus on this assets here. I want to change this to a candle. We do to bring that border in. Want to zoom in. Remove the grid. Okay, right. Now let's assume that I'm assuming that we've hit a very strong level of support and we're looking to go long. We think there's going to be a potential reversal. Okay, I'm looking to enter a position. I want to enter. Got two choices: either at current market price or at a specific price level that I've defined. So as a pending order. So once price reaches that point, then the trade is executed. So whether that's in this region here, or I'm looking to enter at current market price. We'll go with current market price. Okay, and what you want to do is highlight your stop loss. So let's say I want to place my stop loss below this low, and what will be my target? Let's say I want to target back up to, let's go back up to sort of the most recent structure high in this region there. Okay, let's just change the color so it's a little bit clearer. There we go. The green line is my target. The red line is my stop loss. I want to enter the current market price. And what I could use to define the distance from my entry price to my stop loss, or the distance from my entry price to my target, is use the crosshair tool, this tab here. From the current market price, click and drag down to my stop loss distance. And what you'll see is 3 sets of numbers. The number 6 is telling me that I'm 6 candles along. I'm expecting sort of 6 candles to move on from this point over here. So if I bring it down to this point, that's 0, 1, 2, 3. So if you're sort of looking at the past, you can go back and see, okay, there's sort of in this range here, there's around 29, or shall I say 25 to 26 candles, right? Okay. The next number sort of is, it says 28.1. That is your stop loss distance in pips, but it's missing a decimal place. Okay, it's missing a decimal place. Okay, so do remember that it's missing a decimal place. So that's actually 31.3 pips. Yep. In price wise, you could see this price level is at 78.20. Okay, so that's 78.20, and the current price over there, you can see, is pretty much 78.52 in that region there. Okay, so it's a 31 pip stop loss to my target. So you can see there, it's again missing that decimal place there. So it's 110 pips, 110.6 pips. So we're looking at almost a 3.5 to 1, almost a 3.5 to 1. Okay, so close enough to 4 reward to risk ratio. Okay, whereas if it's just 30 of there as well is my target and 30 is my stop loss, right? That's a 1-to-1 reward to risk ratio. Okay, that's just saying that if I risk $100, I'm making $100, right? Whereas I could be making 4 times the amount, up to 4 times the amount, if I reach this point, which is if I'm risking $100, I could be making up to $400, right? So that's looking at reward to risk ratio, and I'm just highlighting sort of my stop loss distance, the main one being the stop loss region. What you do next is to enter correctly with the right volume, right? To be able to place a trade with the correct volume and not enter at such a great risk amount where you break your daily risk or weekly risk limits or your max drawdown limits, right? So what we need to do is look at a position size calculator. So if you just Google search position size calculator, you can use MyFixBook, Baby Pips, and forex, whichever one you like, it's your choice. And you want to sort of highlight these key points. So we're looking at, first of all, CAD yen. Our account currency is in that size. Our account size, I'm pretty sure, is $25,000. So let's say $25,000. The risk I'm looking to take is 0.3%. Stop loss was around, I think it was, let's say 32 pips, so slightly above. Okay, and calculate. So I'm looking to take $75 risk on this trade from my account size in percentage, which is, so 0.3% of $25,000 is $75. The lot size I'm looking to take is 0.245. Okay, lots is 0.245. Okay, so lots 0.245. Stop loss, I'll need to put in the price, so this actual price over here, which if I can see clearly, 78.213. And then we have my target, which is the one above, 79.636. And there we go, I'm ready to enter. Remember, if you're looking for the market to move lower, if you're looking for a short, then you sell. If you're looking for the market to move higher, you look to buy. So we're clicking buy, and there we are. We've entered our trade. You can see my my take profit's been defined, and my stop loss has been defined. So if I just highlight over this, there we go. So I'm risking $78. $78. My take profit is $248. Okay. So what this will do is automatically close the position at take profit or stop loss. Remember, you can also do in-trade management. So if the price moves in your favor and you want to move your stop loss in your direction, you can reduce your risk further, even make it a risk-free trade. You can make it a risk-free trade. Let's do that again. There you go. You can bring it to sort of risk-free trade or to sort of lock in some profits. Now, always remember that with any trade you take, you do pay a commission and a spread. Our spreads are quite tight. Okay, so they're institutional spreads, so they're like 0.2, 0.3 pips. So you're pretty much getting in at the price that you've stated. But you do pay a commission on entry. The commission is based on the amount of volume you take in the position. And if you're holding positions overnight, you will pay a swap, an overnight holding cost of a leveraged product. Okay, and that's how you place a trade correctly. Okay, and that's it from me. So I wish you all the best and good luck in your trader challenge. Take care. Bye bye.